Hi Pisces. Welcome to Indiglojypsy. I'm Jenna. I'm going to do a general tarot reading for your sign. However Pisces shows up in your chart, you're welcome here, or if you're dealing with the Pisces. It'll be general and won't resonate with everybody, so take what you need and leave the rest. If you want to book a personal, I will leave my information. I will never reach out to you. Energies can go vice versa. Gender's energetic, and these readings are timeless, Pisces, so whenever you find them is whenever they were meant for you, okay? So I want to start off. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Thank you all for being here. Happy 2024. Thank you for following, subscribing, liking, sharing, and commenting. That really means a lot to me, and it helps push the messages out to other Pisceans. So my gratitude extends infinitely. And if the reading resonates, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. So this is a picture my daughter drew for your reading. She's also a Pisces moon. So hopefully you guys can see that. I'll zoom in a little. You're welcome to screenshot or pause or anything you want. She even stamped it with a few fish and mermaids, appropriately so. But however this makes you feel is incorporated with your reading today, okay? All right, so, and my son selected your sign and get read for today. So, you got, for the animal oracle deck that I just used, number 29, the tree frog. I feel like you got this before, but dreaming, meditation, and creation. I also encourage you to look up the spiritual meaning for the frog. There will be messages in there for you as well, Pisces. Okay, so you also got a few pre-messages from the Light Seers Tarot I'm going to be using today. You got the 7 of Cups and the 7 of Swords. So the number 7 could be significant for you. You could be a March 7th, a March 14th, a March 5th, a February 29th, so possibly like a leap year baby, a life path number 7, and also a life path number 2 is what I'm getting here. So Pisces, with these 7s, possibly overcoming some challenges. Like things might have been smooth, but then they got a little challenging again, but you're standing your ground, you're standing firm. You do have a lot of options available to you with the 7 of Cups. You may be going back and forth with which option is the best one for you. And also you're being quite stealthy about things, maybe even sneaky. I don't get like necessarily any deception going on, although some of you could have many options romantically. So, some of you could be having a lot of options romantically, and perhaps you're not telling everyone about each other, or it could be for some of you, you are in a commitment with somebody, hence this tree frog. There's a couple here, and but you have other options available to you, and you're maybe kind of secretly, you know, indulging or entertaining multiple other people, or this is something that you could suspect if you're dealing with someone or in a serious commitment with someone. You could suspect that they are dealing with multiple people, but it doesn't have to be. We're going to jump into the full reading for you, Pisces. Thank you, Spirit, for being here to oversee this active divination for the sign of Pisces. For many of you, it could just be several options available to you that you're kind of trying to work this out alone, or maybe with one person in particular that has your trust. Also, for those of you that listen to like rap or hip hop, when I walked into my son's room earlier, the one who chose your reading, the song by Future, March Madness, was playing, which I thought was perfect fit because I know most of you were born, a lot of you, not all of you, were born in March. One more for Pisces, please. Thank you. So the bottom of the deck, 6 of Pentacles, reversed. So perhaps you guys are feeling like something is unfair or unrequited or one-sided, or something is out of balance. It could be financially, or it could be somebody with whom you're dealing. The Queen of Cups is your energy, along with Cancer and Scorpio, but this is like emotional turmoil, like You could be feeling hurt, Pisces, like emotionally because somebody's being one-sided or unrequited with you. Maybe you feel like you've been giving more than you've been receiving, and this is putting you in a state of emotional discord. So some of you are trying to like find your footing, your balance. It could be with finances. It could be with another person. Like some of you really want to see where you stand, or you feel like you know where you stand, and it's put you in a position to be kind of hurt here, okay? Some of you suspect you're being juggled. With the Ace of Pentacles, many of you are pulling out. Maybe you're pulling out of something financially. You're deciding that you don't want to continue to invest in a situation, especially if you found out you've been juggled or deceived in some way. I feel like you are exploring other options and keeping that information private, which I find excellent, Pisces. Everybody doesn't need to know your business or your plans. Some people can, add density to the things that you know are best for you, and it's best that you kind of use your intuition to guide you through this situation. But you feel like you're not receiving the level of commitment that you deserve, or the level of commitment that you've been putting in, or somebody could be feeling this way about you. With the World, something has come to a completion here. Some of you are thinking about traveling, maybe out of the country. Some of you may want to move out of the country, or you may want to move far away from where you currently live. But something is ending in your life, Pisces, so something new can begin. Pluto has ingressed into Aquarius at 0 degrees today. If you live in the Western, or in the United States sort of side of the world, it will retrograde back into Capricorn, but as of now, it's touched into Aquarius. So major changes occurring, things closing out, and new things beginning. With the Ace of Cups here, this is 2 aces in reverse. So chapters are closing forever, Pisces. You are pulling out of a situation both financially, energetically, and emotionally. For those of you that have found out that you've been putting in more effort than someone else, I feel like you're going to end it. You're going to keep it pushing. You're going to explore your options, and you're going to go with those, okay? Some of you have just felt betrayed in a situation, or brokenhearted, or you're just feeling exhausted emotionally by doing a lot and not really receiving the compensation that you deserve, okay? Pisces, or someone could be feeling this way about you. 10 of Pentacles, some of you guys the moves that you're making now are putting you in a strong financial position. There could be something happening with family members. I'm picking up that you have the support of your family for many of you. For those of you that are experiencing major changes in your life, you do have the support of a family, okay? Like, I feel like there's a strong family unit that really has your back, Pisces. If you want to move, or if you want to change your plans, if you want to change jobs, if you want to change relationships, I feel like you have a strong family support here, okay? Why it's all happening is a Page of Swords. I feel like there's some trust issues happening. You might feel like you need to check and see if people are telling the truth when they give you information. This even extends to like banking or financial security. I just feel like you're cross-referencing everything. You're not just limiting yourself to one thing. You're really not putting your eggs all in one basket anymore. Like, I feel like something about that has ended. You may have investments in multiple places here, but also you could be like, somebody could be spying on you, like a family member or someone that you're married to, like someone that you've created a family with, or there's just an issue of mistrust here, okay? Or you could feel like you need to spy on somebody else. Let's get one more for the Page of Swords. Yeah, you've been restless over the situation. I just feel like things in your life could be better, and the challenge here is for you to research all of the options available to you, Pisces. So with the Moon here, you could be dealing with another Pisces. You showed up in your own reading along with Cancer. So lots of water here, lots of dealing with the emotions. Something came to the light, a major revelation that's made you feel like, okay, I cannot do this anymore. I need to do something brand new. I'm going to do something brand new. I'm going to withdraw from the situation, both emotionally and financially and energetically, okay? The Moon reversed is also good news. So many of you are really tired of feeling sad, tired of feeling lonely, tired of feeling vulnerable, or like you're doing more than you're receiving. So you're really opening yourself up to receive good things. Like I see many of you prospering. I really wouldn't worry about money, Pisces, if I were you. That's not your issue at all. But being around people that make you feel like you're a part of the team, or that you're valued, or that you're loved and deeply cared for, Pisces, that might be the challenge. And I feel like if that's not your current situation, Pisces, you're going to do what it takes to make it your current reality. You are the dreamer of the zodiac. And with Saturn being in your sign, that is tangible dreams, or dreams becoming tangible. Turning your dreams into physical reality here. So expect positive news. Many of you are expecting a positive outcome. Even if you heard something new, found out something new that made you feel very sad, okay, or disappointed. So with the sun reversed, again, you got the sun and the moon. You could be dealing with a Leo, or have Leo in your chart. Or this is just the energy of things coming to the surface. You might have been confused in the past, or felt like your light was being dimmed in some way. But today's a new day, Pisces, okay? Like I feel like you see things clearly for what they are. Whereas in the past, you might have been confused, or felt like something was being eclipsed. You might have even been gaslit, Pisces, like somebody might have taken advantage of your intelligence, of your intuition, really. Like your intelligence lies within your intuition. And I just feel like while they knew that you had a powerful intuition, and again, this could be anything. This could be your bank. This could be your family. This could be a family member. This could be a spouse. Take it how it applies. I think they really underestimated the power of your intuition here, and the fact that you would not, the fact that you would one day discover what was being hidden. Okay, it's now hit your consciousness, and there is no going back. You cannot unsee what you've seen here, Pisces. Okay. So I feel like you are also very optimistic in the past about things, which is great, because now that optimism is translating over into your current experience, your current reality. Look into quantum physics if you have the time, if you have the capacity. Spirit just wanted me to tell you that, okay? You have a lot to gain from that information, because this entire thing is an assimilation, okay? It's a projection of our continuous thoughts merged with our feelings. They become our three-dimensional reality. So with the King of Pentacles here, you could have been dealing with any earth sign, or you have earth in your chart, or this is letting me know that to remind you to ground yourself. I know that sometimes it can be hard for you to set boundaries with people, or challenging anyway, not necessarily hard, but challenges are meant to be overcome. But this is telling me that you're pulling out energetically and or financially. You may be disconnecting with an earth sign, or somebody that you found out to be greedy or stubborn or impatient with you, Pisces, or you might have been taken advantage of financially from someone. And I feel like this is you pulling your investments out, pulling your money back, and putting that money that you were investing and not seeing a return in places that you will see a return here, Pisces, okay, to make your dreams manifest, all right? Like, yeah, I feel like you were dealing with somebody very greedy, just insatiable sort of appetite, maybe like, like money hungry, or just, hungry for things in general. Like it's like, no matter how much you gave that person, it's like it's never enough for them, is what I'm really feeling here. Okay. For some of you, it could have been taking care of an elderly parent, which is beautiful. Many of you are quite the generous caretaker. So that, that could have been a thing that was bogging you down, or, again, you just don't want to take care of people that can take care of themselves, excluding elderly parents, because obviously they could use extra help. Okay. So with, that's another thing that you may be considering doing, is taking care of an elderly parent, with the Ten of Pentacles and the King of Wands reversed. And my heart goes out to you, Pisces, if you're dealing with a father that is sick, or, maybe stressed out financially, or strapped financially. It's something along those lines. Okay. For others of you, you could feel like your father or father figure, or even child's father, is very greedy. And they thought because you were so sweet and unconditionally loving, that you were just going to keep giving and giving and giving. And while you love them very much, very deeply, you may be considering pulling back from that investment because you won't be taken advantage of. You will help all day, every day, but you will not be taken advantage of, Pisces. So what's coming towards you again is the Seven of Cups. Again, okay, this is Scorpio energy. Some of you could be dealing with the Scorpio. And you're considering your options when it comes to them, okay? Maybe you find them to be greedy. You don't necessarily have to be dealing with the Scorpio, but this is just really deep, intuitive, a deep use of your intuition, or maybe you feel like you're in deep financially, or it's something along those lines, but you're also going to come to this realization that you have more options than you originally were conscious of, okay? So just think about it hard. Don't really share too much with too many people. They're just going to confuse you further, Pisces. But something's going to hit you if it hasn't already. We do have a full moon coming up in Leo here, which I feel like this moon and the sun is representing is this full moon in Leo. You're going to have some sort of revelation about having more options available to you than you realized previously. The Death card here, Scorpio energy. Again, some of you are absolutely dealing with the Scorpio, or you have Scorpio in your chart, or there might be some misuse of some sexual misconduct here with this King of Pentacles reversed and this Death reverse. I don't know, like for those of you that have experienced some sexual misconduct at the hands of family members, I do not mean to trigger you. I hope you forgive me. I have to be honest because my purpose here is to help bring enlightenment and healing and unconditional love for the self, for the viewer, for the person watching these readings, okay? So I'm never here to judge or trigger you in a negative way, but I am getting some sexual misconduct within a family. Some of you may have discovered that maybe even your marital partner has been inappropriate with one of your children here with this Page of Swords. It's been a secret for a while and you found out, or you're finding out. Pisces, I'm terribly sorry for, anyone dealing with anything along those lines, or if it was you, Pisces, that experienced the same thing. I do see many of you in some sort of recovery or some sort of therapy or something to bring healing to yourself, okay, or to your child, if it's your child. Or children. I do see a resolution here, but yeah, this is, and some of you, Pisces, some of you are discovering some sort of illness. It could be an illness that was transmitted through sex. And that's why you have this, the secret is out, because you went to the doctor and they said, oh, Pisces, you got this. And you're like, what? Are you fucking kidding me? So Pisces, don't murder that person if you can help it. I am not trying to trigger anybody, but with the Death card here, you might be thinking about that. Like legit, you may be thinking about drowning somebody here, okay? And not give a damn about any consequences. Mutable signs do have the highest rate for snapping, if you know what I mean. But this just could, I do see some sexual misconduct going on here and some things coming to the light. And this is only the beginning, Pisces. This is the end of this trauma. It's also the beginning of you healing the trauma, okay? But you are, you might have been in a resistance to changing. Some of you guys might be in shock to where you don't believe it. You might be in a state of confusion right now because the Death card reversed is a resistance to changes as well. This does represent sex as well, or deep things or things hidden. These are 2 cards of secrets coming out here. 3 cards of secrets coming out, okay? There's you're not, you didn't deserve this. If you, Pisces, are the one that was, were acting predatory, the person that you traumatized, they did not deserve that either, okay? They did not deserve that. And, everybody has retribution. Everybody has to pay for every single thing they do, whether that is negative or positive. So with the Hierophant here, you could have Taurus in your chart. You could have, be dealing with the Taurus, or this is just the energy of a divorce. This is just the energy of hard resistance to things changing, a strong disbelief. And these are opposite signs, by the way. These are sister signs. So there's this polarity going on, but there is this like this almost this refusal to believe that this is happening or this could have happened. It's like a shock it's a traumatic shock is what it is. Okay. So take your time with yourself, you know, and you don't have to rush and tell everybody. It's a lot. It's a lot here, Pisces. I will not lie to you. It is a lot. So you're going to need to take several deep breaths and collect yourself here. I do see a divorce. As bad as you did not want this to happen or do not want this to happen, it's imperative that this happens because there's a horrible abuse of power, an abuse of power on a colossal scale here. Okay. This clearly will cause some depression, some anxiety, a lot of sleep is needed. I see a lot of time spent in the bed, just in shock. There's the Scorpio and Taurus energy with the King of Pentacles is very stubborn. There will be like a resistance to change, a resistance to believe that this is happening or this has happened. But with the Emperor here, I'm sorry, Pisces, this is somebody's father, is somebody's daddy, is not good, is not a good person at all. A father figure, a masculine, it doesn't have to be a man necessarily, but there's a lot of masculine energy here, especially with this Emperor card here. This is the card of the father, but this is also you being maybe afraid to regain control in your life. A lot of you are gonna get like all the money in the divorce. I know the last thing you're thinking of is money right now, but that just happens to be a result, an effect to the cause. Okay, is that, when you separate from this money, you're gonna have monetary gain. You're gonna gain everything. This person will obviously have to pay for what they've done, but you may be afraid of like taking the reins and taking control of the situation. But I see you finally getting the strength and the courage to do that here, Pisces. Okay. I see you getting the strength to and you may have some sort of piece that you haven't played yet. You may have a way to shut this person down. Maybe you've been collecting evidence, collecting data in secret in order to play your piece at the right time here, Pisces, is what I see, or what Spirit is telling you to do. Do things very carefully, very stealthily, and play your piece at the perfect time here. Okay. You're going to regain control of the situation, even though the situation is absolutely terrifying. Okay. Some of you could be dealing with an Aries as well, or have Aries in your chart. But the final card here is the Five of Pentacles reversed. Again, this is you getting, I see healing here. I see your energetic levels returning. It may take like up to 5 years, Pisces, or even longer, but I do see you working over the course of the next 5 years to kind of recover from the traumatic experiences you've endured, from any losses, whether that be financial or energetic. But because the Five of Pentacles reversed, I don't see any financial concerns here at all. I see financial gains, and I do see recovery. And I do see somebody feeling ashamed of themselves, but I feel like they're ashamed because they got caught, or they're ashamed, or they're really upset that they lost their money, or they lost their access to their supply here, Pisces. I don't like this at all, but things like this are necessary for our growth. We only grow through the most painful, traumatic experiences, unfortunately, on this planet. That is what propels us into growth, and that is what Pluto is here to do for all of us. It is disgusting. It is horrible. It is atrocious. It is shocking. It is horrendous, but it is absolutely necessary because things cannot continue to go down this path here. Okay, Pisces? So please look up the spiritual meaning of the frog. Some of you guys have been dreaming about this for a while, but it's been hard for you to acknowledge with these very stubborn energies here. But like I said, when you have your evidence presented to you, there is no way you can unsee this. Some of you will discover this information during the next full moon in Leo, okay? So now, please, if you want to book a personal reading, I'd also barter. It's not always about money. If you want, I trade for things. I'm here to help you, Pisces, okay? You deserve the best life has to offer. And like I said, if you're the oppressor, if you're the person, you know, the predator here, you know, be prepared for everything that goes around to come back around here, okay? So balance. I find balance will be restored in your life. Again, this is big lunarian full moon energy here, okay? So balance, all is perfect just the way it is. Well, not exactly, but it will be. If, you know, take it how it applies here. But own and acknowledge every part of you, and you will find the balance you are seeking here, Pisces, okay? So sexuality. I find this card to be inappropriate for this reading, but for those of you that aren't necessarily going through trauma, this reading is got trauma on it, though, energetically and visually here. But an influx of sexual energy is coming your way. Embracing both masculine and feminine aspects of the self creates wholeness. It is safe for you to express your sexuality in whatever way you choose, provided you do it lovingly. So some of you, this is about some trauma that you already went through. You might not be currently doing it, but it may be coming to the surface at this time in your life. Like there may have been sexual misconduct in your past, and Pluto is working in conjunction with Aquarius and the Sun to bring these traumas to the light, Pisces, so that you can heal, so that emotional balance can be restored in your life. Because many of you have a lot of money, a lot of prosperity, and even the creation of a family coming into your life here. But you must acknowledge these traumas, and they're going to be forced one way or another, okay? So it's safe for you to acknowledge them. It's safe for you to heal from them, okay? It's safe for you to even get therapy and bond with other people that have had a similar experience, you know, so that you know that you're not alone here, Pisces, okay? So sacred knowledge. Ancient and sacred knowledge is waiting within the heart of the earth, yearning to be discovered. Crystals hold the key. Connect energetically with the earth and her crystal realm. Healing, love, and abundance result. Okay, so I think Virgo got that as well yesterday. So I would recommend some amethyst to help ground you, some citrine, and any stone that you are drawn to that has more of an earthy hue. Okay, so I can't really think of any at the top of the head, but when you go to the metaphysical store or you're shopping online, look for ones that have more earth colored, like your rustic sort of reds or greens or browns even, or even pyrite, which is a prosperity stone, but it still gives me like an earthy energy. Anything that you're drawn to, like I think those stones will aid in your healing and aid in this portion of your journey, okay? So Pisces, I love you guys so much. I thank you all so much for being here. You know, forgive me. I know these messages were a bit triggering, but like I said, you know, we're all on this walk to be the best versions of ourselves, and I'm here to aid you in that. So I wish you all so much love, light, abundance, prosperity, and healing, and all the magic that you deserve here, Pisces, okay? And until next time, take care.